art of tattooing has been around for centuries all over the world. They have been used for many different purposes. In Nazi concentration camps, tattoos were used as both a form of punishment as well as identification. While many people have previously thought tattoos in China were used for punishment as well, many times people would get tattooed with imagery and poetry. In the Western world, tattoos were looked down upon, much due to the Protestant Reformation. The tattoo became a symbol of an outsider or someone who was worldly and traveled often. Tattoos have also been used as medicine or in magical practices. Starting in the 19th century, tattoos began to be used as occupational emblems, religious insignia, personal mementos, and insignia of patriotism and loyalty. Much like at that time, tattoos today are widely used as a way of self-identity and are very popular among the youth. Tattoos used to be widely associated with prisoners and convicts, and while tattooing in prison is still popular, society has grown more accustomed to tattoos as art or self-identity. I got my tattoo about a month ago now. And it's in my grandmother's handwriting. She passed away last year, and she was very close to me. We were very close, and she always instilled the idea of hope within me, so that was a very important word to her and to I as well, so I got it for her.
I got it summer of 2012, so last year. So it hasn't even been a year yet since I've had it. It's written in Sanskrit, which is the ancient Indian language, and basically what the first line says is Om Namah Shivaya, which is a Hindu prayer, which is chanted 108 times, and it's used when you're trying to find peace, solace, just trying to confide in something. The second part is Shakti, which means strength. And the last part is Buddha, Dharma, duty in life, Sangha, community, friends, family. The intent of this tattoo, I actually wanted to put more on it. I wanted to have a sun right here. Kind of like a horizon almost, but the tattoo artist told me it would take more than one session, and I got this done right before I left from Seattle to come here. So yeah, I actually want to make this like a sleeve, but yeah, this was like my first tattoo, so I feel like later on in my life I can add on to it, when it's appropriate and when, things occur.
I got it a week ago, and I'm still very excited about it. It's great. I love it. Honestly, I have a thing for tattoos. I guess it runs in my blood. My dad's a tattoo artist. He gave me my first tattoo, which is on my side. I don't know, I love it. It's addicting, it really is. People say you don't believe it until you get one, and I'm ready to go get my third one. Actually, when I first got it, I called my brother, who's still in Wisconsin, where my dad is, and he totally misunderstood what I said and thought I got tattooed, or a midget tattooed on me. And so there's a show, Ink Masters, which I think everyone should always watch. It's great. And there was a midget on this season. Turns out he works riding white planes. So I was like, I need to take this opportunity. I need to go here, see how much it is. Pretty, not cheap, but it was like fair. I went there. He's so professional. He's been working for like 14, 15 years. So I was like, okay. So I just walked in. I was like, I'm here to get a tattoo. And he's like, what do you want? My parents always make fun of me because whenever they say I do something, I do it with passion, good or bad. So if I'm fighting with them, I have passion. So I was like, okay, well, I love that idea behind it, the whole passion, because that's true. And even if I'm not doing something with passion, at least I have it there with me. It's like a reminder. And so yeah, I went there and he was working and it was just meant to be. It's like peeling a little bit, but yeah. Well, first off, technically, my first tattoo I got on my side says "Never Look Back," and I got that when I was 18, so like a year ago. It's not actually done. I'm gonna get, because the "Never Look Back" I got done by my birth dad, and it's pretty much a saying that I came up with just growing up, just for all the shit that happens. You know, you can't tear yourself apart always thinking about the past. And when I met him and I told him this, he always said, like, thought it was just like so amazing. So I really got the "Never Look Back" for my birth parents. And the fact that he could do it just like made it 10 times better. But so because I got that for them, my dad grew up with lilacs. And when I was growing up, he made sure to put lilacs in our yard. So whenever I think of him, I think of lilacs. So I want to get a lilac for him above the "Never Look Back." And then my mom is like my best friend. She really is. And every Friday, my dad gets her flowers. And they've been married for 30 or more years. And every Friday, without a doubt, he brings her lilies. So for her, I'm going to get a lily underneath. And that way I kind of have all four of my parents there and all their kind of little meanings to me. And yeah, I don't know. I think family's a big thing, and it's something that you can't forget. And if you're gonna get a tattoo, you might as well get something meaningful like that. So after I got it, about a month afterwards, I got a message from my birth dad, and it was a picture. He got the same tattoo, and him and my birth mom, even though they're not together, are still great friends. And he told her how he got it, and I have it. So I think she just got hers about a week ago. And yeah, so it's really nice. It's great for being adopted and finally getting to know them, and being a person who wanted to get to know them. The connection was just, great. It was amazing. So it really means something knowing that they both have tattoos that I have. Yeah.
What's my view on people with tattoos? I've always been under a concept, like, I always wanted a tattoo, but for me, it's like, I don't have the money at the moment. But when I do, I'll eventually get one, hopefully. But, I feel like the main concept is, like, if you're gonna get a tattoo, get something with a lot of meaning to it, I think, because that stays on your body for, like, your entire lifetime. And, I just don't approve of getting something that's pretty meaningless, or doesn't, like, if someone comes up to you and goes, like, yo, why did you get this tattoo? And you're just like, oh, just for the sake of getting it. It's more like, if I'm gonna get one, I want to have, like, a story behind it. I had two ideas, but I don't know if they're going to actually happen. One, I wanted to get my family crest. And then the other one was I wanted to get a horn, because I'm a musician. I wanted to get a trumpet going down my side. But with some kind of, like, deep meaning to it. I don't know. See what happens.
I got this tattoo my freshman year of college, so like 3.5 years ago now, and it represents a lot for me. My middle name's actually Paloma, because my mother's half Mexican, and it means dove in Spanish. And basically the dove to me represents obviously my self-identity, as well as peace and monogamy as well, because doves stay with the same mate for life. And it also represents the Holy Spirit, so it's a lot of those things to me. So I like to have it there with me.
Okay, so since the beginning of last semester, I have been walking around the halls of Manhattanville College with a heart on my face, and a lot of people had begun to wonder, why is she walking around with a heart on her face? So at the first, they all thought, oh, she just draws it on, it's a sticker, whatever. But over time, people have begun to think it was a tattoo. And so there is a reason why I wear this, but unfortunately it's not a real tattoo. The reason why I wear it is because one of my favorite singers does it to promote her album. And the singer is Marina and the Diamonds. One of her most famous songs is Prima Donna. One of her songs, basically it says, always wear your heart on your cheek and never on your sleeve. And I thought that was cute. So in August, which is when her album had come out in the States, I was like, oh, well, that'd be cute just to wear a heart on your face for a few days to see how people would take it and react to it. And then I said, it's cute. I'm going to leave it on. And that's when everyone was like, what? Yeah, it's real, just to see how they would react. But most of the time it was a no, unfortunately. And then I'd be like, but you have to tell other people it's real so we can keep this alive, So that's the story.
I got my tattoo in August of this year, so like 6 months ago. Oh my god, it's 6 months ago. I got my tattoo for a lot of different reasons. It's an orange blossom tree. My sister has an orange blossom on the other side of her ankle, which she got like 6 years ago. It's for my grandparents. My grandfather passed away 6 years ago, and my Nana passed away last year. And we would always go to their house in Florida and pick oranges from the orange tree, so it's really important I have that there. I wanted a tree kind of for the tree of life sort of thing. It represents my life, my being, what I'll leave behind when I'm gone. And the reason it's half blooming and half like spring and fall kind of idea is to represent what everyone goes through in life, the happy times and the bad times, and no matter what I go through, I will forever have something to look forward to. So